Welcome to Daytona International Speedway, the site of NASCAR's biggest race of the year, the Daytona 500. And it's been a week full of jam-packed action already on the high banks. First up for the NASCAR Cup Series was qualifying. And since 2014, it's been Hendrick Motorsports on the front row for the Great American Race. But in a qualifying session that shocked the racing world, it was the Fords who showed up on Wednesday night. Our pole sitter, Joey Logano, will lead the field to green.
Well, I just held it wide open. I honestly had the easy job. I've been saying it most of the week. Qualifying for the Daytona 500 is really the ultimate test for the team to measure their car. It kind of eliminates the human element of the driver and really just shows raw speed. And that's why the teams take so much pride in being able to get the Daytona 500 pole. So to see them all so happy, just brought a lot of joy to me to be able to experience that with them. It's the first time Roger Penske's ever put a car on the pole for the Daytona 500, so kind of neat to be part of a first after 58 years. There's not many firsts left for Roger, so that was a special one.
It was a different story for the Toyota camp, who did not show up during their qualifying session, but showed up when it was time to have a little drafting style duel. Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell sweeping Duel 1 and Duel 2.
You know, we were doing a pretty good job on the top, just kind of biding our time. And it came time to pit, and we really got a window down to the bottom. And I thought the 19 was going to let me squeeze in, and didn't really. Once we got on the brakes, it didn't really seem that was the case, and I bounced off Ty, and I don't know, a couple other things, and dang near put our Nasty Beast Toyota Camry in the wall head on coming to pit road. So yeah, we got a caution at the perfect time, and I just, with this brand new Camry, I was able to push pretty good, no matter who was in front of me, and found my way to the front.
I know that everyone in the Toyota camp was very nervous about what happened Wednesday night, and fortunately, I don't know if they made changes or what, but obviously the cars performed really well in the draft. So yeah, I'm excited about going into the 500 because obviously this is a very big momentum booster, but we all know how that race is, and there's going to be a million things that happen from now to the checkered flags. So we've done a good job. My team's done an amazing job and put us in a good position, and we got 500 miles to race it out on Sunday.
Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell will roll off third and fourth for the Great American Race. They survived the craziness of the duels, but Duel 2 saw the big one, and there is a lot of work going on in the garage to make sure that drivers who had to go to backup cars are ready for the race. Among those cars are William Byron, Noah Gragson, Daniel Hemrick, our reigning 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champ Ryan Blaney, and a driver who never claimed the Harley J. Earl Trophy, Kyle Busch.
I mean, you just never know, right? But obviously, anybody that comes down here, there's probably 30 of them that have a shot to win this race, so there's no reason why we shouldn't have a shot to win this race anyways, being relegated to a backup car. So RCR, ECR, everybody last year did a phenomenal job having two really good cars that we were able to come out with the backup car and still be fast, and we were in position to win. We won the Daytona 500, just not the 520. So, you know, you got to do the same things. You know, they've all been working really hard and busting their butts on the backup car, getting it ready to go, and at least we got good notes on what we did last year, so we can do it again this year.
Those weren't the only cars damaged in that big one in Duel 2. A lot of cars will have repairs on the nose pieces or the side panels. Among those cars are Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Todd Gilliland, Riley Herbst, and a driver who is so good at superspeedway racing at Talladega, but is yet to win the Daytona 500, Brad Keselowski.
We were able to put a fender and a nose on this thing and some ductwork and a bumper, and that's better than bringing out another car. But then there's the other side. It's like, well, from the driver's side and mechanic side, you know, that you look at, it doesn't make a difference. You know, the cars are identically prepared, and I really wasn't super concerned about it.
The name of the game for all the drivers in the field in the Daytona 500 is survive and advance. If you make it all the way to the final lap, you have a chance to be crowned a Daytona 500 champion. Stay locked and loaded on NASCAR social channels and NASCAR.com for all your information on the Great American Race.